Hey, good morning, friends. It's great to see you today. Welcome to Wake Up with Greg. My name is Greg Rosander. I'm with Palin Music Center, and I am your host for today. It is a beautiful Monday morning. Sun is shining. It's a crazy weather world out there. We got 10 feet of snow in California and Colorado, and we got record high temperatures out here in Missouri. I don't know what's going on, but let's get through it. Let's enjoy it. Let's have some fun today. As you know, my primary purpose for being here is to share amazing musical instruments with you, and but also to share life with you and share some fun tidbits and maybe some inspiration and a variety of other things. So it's a great day. I'm here every morning, weekday mornings at 8:30 a.m. Central Time, and so you can check us out. Be sure to do all of the social media things. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you can receive notifications. And most of all, comment and leave your questions for us. I'll do my best to try to answer those questions for you during the episode. Otherwise, I'll certainly do my best to answer them after the fact. And please remember, even though this is live every morning, you can watch this show later as well, and you can still comment and ask your questions, and I'll be happy to answer them. So that's what we've got going on today. I'm going to show you some amazing horns. First of all, good morning to my sidekick, Jordan, over here.
Good morning.
How are you, my friend?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. You have a good weekend?
Yeah. How
Awesome.
about you?
Hey, man, it was good. Nice, quiet, relaxing weekend. Loved it.
Awesome.
So we're back at it. So why don't we let's jump into it. I'm changing things up a little bit this week, or at least today. You know us for having some amazing brand new, shiny new instruments, but you may not know that we also sell really affordable used instruments. So I'm going to share a couple of those with you today, and we're going to start it off with a legendary instrument.
While I give you this first horn,
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell us about your shirt and your watch?
The shirt and the watch. Oh, well, I'll take the glove off for that so you can see the watch. Actually, I'll probably take the watch off so you can actually see it better. But yeah, we're back to my old friend Daniel Cremieux here with the shirt. It's got some black and red paisley going on here. So check out Daniel Cremieux. The guy makes some really amazing clothing. It's one of my favorites. Back into the paisley mode. Going to be all kinds of weird stuff this week. So I checked out my wardrobe and I've got a lot more shirts. So probably more than I should have. It's a little embarrassing. But anyway, the watch. This is the last one of the collection, so if you've seen all of the episodes, you've seen everything I've got. But let me show you this one. I'm going to have you zoom in on it there, if you can. Look at that. This is a vintage, original 1970 Hot Wheels watch. And you can see the little cars racing around. They're the secondhand racing around, chasing each other around the dial. So I found this at a Hot Wheels convention couple years ago, and a good buddy of mine, Jake English. Jake, if you're out there, thank you. He restored this thing for me, got it all cleaned up and working beautifully. And so yeah, this is just a fun, it's actually a kid's watch, so it looks a little tiny on my wrist there, but it's a lot of fun. They're super cool. So yeah, that's the watch, that's the shirt. Let's jump into the horns now, shall we?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, so what I have up for you first is a legendary horn. This is the everyman's horn. This is the instrument that you can play anything with. This is a trumpet. It is a Bach trumpet. It is a Bach 18037, which you all may know about that. But what's special about this one, and like I said, it is used and it's available on our website right now at palinmusic.com, or you can call me at 417-882-7006 and ask me any of the questions about it. But check this out. This is the Bach 18037, and this is unlacquered. Now, what I don't know about this horn is if it was originally lacquered and the lacquer was stripped off of it, or if it came this way. Now, I haven't seen that it does come this way, but it is really cool. Real free-blowing, really amazing horn. It's a medium-large bore. Not a whole lot of detail engraving on there, but this is the Bach Stradivarius, which is their top-of-the-line horn. This is the 180 series, so it has the one-piece valve section as opposed to the two-piece like the 190s. We've got some nickel-silver outer slides here. Everything you would want in a pro horn. Mother-of-pearl key touches. And this is a fantastic deal on our website right now. palinmusic.com or 417-882-706. This 7006. There's a couple zeros in there. This is the Bach 180-37 unlacquered. It is a deal, guys. Smoking deal. Come and check it out. So that is horn number 1.
Awesome.
All right.
All right, Greg. Well, while I get this out of your way, could you recommend some music to us?
I can recommend some music to you. Now, today's musical choice is going to be kind of a two-parter. In other words, I'm going to talk about the first part now and the second part after the next horn. For those of you in my generation, those Gen Xers out there, you're going to know what this is. I think it's one of those polarizing songs that either you love it or you hate it. But certainly an amazing and iconic piece of music. And I'm kind of stuck in the 80s again. This came out in 1985. Let me just show you on my phone so you can see what that is. We Are the World. So why am I showing you this? And why should you care? Well, this was an amazing moment in pop music history where all of the top artists at the time, we're talking like 40 to 50 of the biggest names in pop music at the time, got together to help the famine going on in Africa, specifically in Ethiopia. I mean, those of you that lived through that time, you know what I'm talking about. It was just a hugely tragic, thousands of people dying every day from starvation. And they got together to make this song to raise funds for that cause, for the dying, starving people in Africa. And it's just an amazing piece. It was written by Lionel Richie and Michael Jackson. I didn't really realize the involvement that Lionel Richie had in it, but I'm going to go more into this a little bit later as I talk about it. But you need to check out the song. Those of you that are familiar with it, you know it. We Are the World. Those of you that don't know it, you should check it out and listen to it. It's a powerful song. It's really meaningful, and I think you'll enjoy it. So, We Are the World from 1985. And if you know any of the 80s artists, they're all on there. So that is my musical choice for the day. All right. So, shall we dive into another horn?
Let's do it.
Let's do that. We're still on the trumpet mode here. This is a Yamaha trumpet. I'm going to flip this around here so I can get to it. Yamaha Zeno, which is their top of the line series. This again is a used horn, but has been completely gone through by our shop and is in pristine shape as far as playability is concerned. It's used, so there may be a few minor little cosmetic things on it. But this is the YTR 8345 GS. I'm gonna flash it around there. Really nice, pretty bright silver plating. Kind of gold trim on the top and bottom valve caps. This is a large bore horn, so if you're looking for a big beefy sound, this is the guy for you. So, and the GS in the model number stand for gold, brass, and then the silver plating. So it's got a gold brass bell, gold brass lead pipe. So what's gold brass? What's the big deal about that? There's yellow brass, there's gold brass, there's red brass, and then you get into bronze, which is a completely different composition of metal. But it's just basically the amount of copper content, which adds warmth and color to the tone. So yellow brass is going to be the brightest. Gold brass is going to have more warmth, and then red brass, of course, has the most copper in it. But this is the YTR 8345 GS custom horn on our website, palinmusic.com, or give us a call at 417-882-7006. And also, if you like this horn, hey, hit the like button. If you like me, hit the like button. Comment, ask your questions. I would, oh, hey, look at that. We got this set up now so I can see some of these. I love your energy. Who is this? I can't see the name. Tahali? Is that how you say that? I don't know, but thank you for commenting. I would make a great salesman. Well, thank you. I am a salesman, so that makes sense. Anyway, so thank you for commenting, and I'll keep an eye on that and see. We've got this new thing, like I said, so I can see your comments now. Yep. All right, so that's the second horn.
One more horn.
One more horn. We'll get to that one here in just a minute.
Why don't you tell us the second part about
part two?
You were
yeah.
saying.
So the reason this song came to mind today is there is a new documentary out on Netflix called The Greatest Night in Pop. And I don't know if you can see that, but watched that last night. That's Netflix. You got a picture there. You got Willie Nelson, Huey Lewis, Quincy Jones, Lionel Richie, Michael Jackson, Cyndi Lauper, and Ray Charles. I lost it. Where'd it go? Just in that picture there. There you go. So here's what's totally amazing about this. The guys, Lionel Richie and Michael Jackson, wrote this song like in a matter of days. I think from the concept time that they put this idea together to when they actually did the recording, we're talking just a couple weeks, really. And so they hammered it out. Stevie Wonder was also supposed to be in on the writing process, and for some reason, he wouldn't respond to Lionel and Michael's requests. And then, when they got to the recording time, he tried to have more input into it, but like, hey, God, man, we've already got the song done. But so, gosh, some of the names in this ensemble, you got Billy Joel, you got Kenny Rogers, you've got Kenny Loggins, you've got Sheila E., you've got Cyndi Lauper, Kim Carnes, Bob Dylan, Dan Aykroyd. Go figure. I mean, from the Blues Brothers, of course, it was big at the time, so it makes sense that he's there. But all of these people came together very secretively, by the way, to record this. And they had to do it at a time where they could all, like, where are they all going to be at one time? Well, it was the American Music Awards. Lionel Richie was hosting that night. This was in January, I think, January of 1985. And very secretively, after that AMA Awards, they all converged at A&M Studios secretly. I mean, people didn't even know who was going to show up, whether they were going to make it or not. But they all got together. It was all volunteer, and they checked their egos, man. Like, everybody came in, and they were like starstruck with each other. Like, I can't believe I'm in this room with this many amazing artists. But the cause, of course, was what it was all about, and it was, making a difference in the world. The first lines of the song: "There comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying, and it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all." I mean, God, come on, that's so powerful. And just on a side note, a really cool thing, I happened to go on a choir tour. Yeah, I sing too, or have in the past. Choir tour with my high school ensemble back in 1986, I think it was. And we actually sang this song in Japan. And man, we were treated like rock stars. It was the coolest thing ever. I had an absolute blast. But check out the documentary, because to see what they had to do to put this thing together. I mean, they get there, the AMAs ended at like 10 o'clock at night, and then they all go to the studio, and they're there till like 10 o'clock the next day, finishing up this recording and learning the song on the spot and performing all the different soloists that had their little bits and pieces. It's a great example of what it means to work together. And we can use so much of that today. We are so divided today with everything going on in our country. I mean, we got an election year. Like I said, I'm not going to talk about politics, so I'm not going to get into that. But we just need to come together for a cause, that you believe in, and help people out and share love, spread love around. I mean, it's what it's all about. So I highly recommend it. Please check it out. It's called The Greatest Night in Pop. You'll be inspired. Trust me, it's amazing. We Are the World. Give it a listen. You'll love it, and you'll thank me. Or at least I hope you will. All right, so that's my story for the day. That's the fun bit. Let's dive into one more horn. This is going to be a bit of a challenge. These trombones are a little. I'm going to stand up here. Woo, hello. Trombones are a little bit more challenging to show because they're just so ginormous on this little screen here. But this is another used piece that we have, or demo piece. This is a Getzen Eterna model 1047 FR, and R for rose brass. So check this out. This is the Getzen Eterna. This is a large bore horn, F attachment. You got the F rotor there, trigger button there. Beautiful horn, really great, American made, 100%. Up there in Elkhorn, Wisconsin. I've been there. It's a beautiful place. You should check it out. Big bell on there. So this is the Getzen Eterna 1047 FR, F attachment trombone, large bore. And this, as all of these other horns are available right now. Here's the slide, yellow brass outer slide. So you can check that out. We got nickel silver slide crook there. So really free, smooth action on the slide. And it's ready for you at palinmusic.com or at 417-882-7006. Almost forgot our phone number there. So again, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on all this stuff. Ask any questions you've got. Also, in your comments, tell me where you're watching from. I'm really curious if you're next door, if you're out in your car in the parking lot, if you're across the country or around the world. I mean, I'm sure there's people in Europe that would love to watch this show, absolutely. Especially in those foreign-speaking languages. Anyway, foreign, yeah. It is what it is. All right, so that's the three horns. We got 2 trumpets and a trombone that are available right now. Give me a call. Check us out on the website. And yeah, so that's the cool stuff. Oh, hey, we got some more comments. Hey, my buddy John's watching again. How are you, John, from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma? Go say hi to the guys at the store there, John. Good to see you. And oh, somebody from Palin Music Center said, I'm looking good today. All right. Thanks, guys. It's the shirt. It's got to be the shirt. All right. Well, it's been fun hanging with you. I've got a scratching my head here. I don't know what's going on. All right. I got a quote to share with you today. This is a quote from a gentleman by the name of Robert G. Ingersoll. He's a 19th century writer, lawyer, and orator, meaning a public speaker. And he says, music expresses feeling and thought without language. It was below and before speech, and it is above and beyond all words. Pretty powerful. Now, of course, music can have words, but it's the sound of the music that really makes it. And it was here long before we were. So, all right, that's my quote for the day. That's my music. That's my story. That's my horns. That's my time with Jordan. That's my time with you. It's been great hanging out with you. Just remember, we are helping people make meaningful music. It's what we do. And when you're ready, I'm here for you too. Thanks for watching.